Rwanda Television with me, Sarah Shinhore. We'll begin with the headlines. President Paul Kagame has met a delegation from Hope Haven Christian School. Rwandan Muslims have joined others globally in marking Eid al-Adha. And on the international scene, India has inaugurated a major infrastructure milestone in India-administered Kashmir. Now straight to the details. The President of the Republic of Rwanda, His Excellency Paul Kagame, has emphasized that education is a key pillar in the development of the country and expressed deep appreciation to all of those who have contributed to it over the years. He made the remarks on Friday while receiving a delegation of students, teachers and administrators from Hope Haven Christian School, led by Susan Holland, the founder and head of the school. President Kagame thanked them for doing what Rwanda and its people need, saying that when Rwandans began the journey of rebuilding their country, education was one of the most crucial needs, and it still is today. He affirmed that education is always essential. The head of state shared a personal testimony, recalling that as a young refugee, he studied under trees, used his lap as a desk, and wrote using dry grass instead of pens. He added that even during the liberation struggle, they found themselves in a different kind of classroom, this time in the forest. He explained that every step of that journey was a lesson in itself, and he noted that the broader mission of liberating the country was essentially about seeking truth, understanding who they were, and knowing their responsibilities as citizens. The president stated, and I quote, "When you provide education and upbringing, you are not just teaching. You are helping young people achieve their dreams and building the future of the nation." Now, as we noted in the headlines, Muslims here in Rwanda have joined others around the world in celebrating the festival of sacrifice known as Eid al-Adha, one of the major Islamic holidays. President Paul Kagame posted on his X account on the occasion, saying, and I quote, "My warmest wishes to all Muslims in Rwanda and around the world marking Eid al-Adha. May this day inspire unity, peace, well-being, and compassion in us all." End of quote. Now, before we proceed with this edition of the news, let us first inform you that Prime Minister Dr. Edouard Ngirente is in Malabo, Equatorial Guinea, to represent His Excellency the President of the Republic at the 26th Ordinary Session of the Conference of Heads of State and Government of the Central African States that will take place over the weekend. That will be on Saturday. Now, with Muslims having celebrated Eid al-Adha, our colleague Isa Kwijira took the time to hold a brief interview with the Mufti of Rwanda, Sheikh Musa Sindaigaya, who explained the difference between this Eid and Eid al-Fitr, which was celebrated on the 1st of March. Take a look.
It's true that as Muslims around the world, we celebrate two holidays. One is Eid al-Fitr, another one is Eid al-Adha. Eid al-Fitr means is the celebration after fasting, after observing the fasting of the holy month of Ramadan. So once we are done with the holy month of Ramadan, we break fasting. So that is where we celebrate Eid al-Fitr after observing the fasting of the holy month of Ramadan. For the Eid al-Adha, it is a celebration of the day of sacrifice, whereby Muslims around the world sacrifice animals in order to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for his different blessings and favors upon us as Muslim communities around the world. And the source of this Eid al-Adha is where the Prophet Abraham, may the peace and blessings be upon him, he saw in a dream as he is sacrificing his son Ismail. So we need to understand that the dream for the prophet is not the dream for other people, because when it comes for the dream or for the prophet, it is one of the revelation methods where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reveals some messages to his prophets. He also used the way of dream. So when the prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, may the peace and blessings be upon him, saw in a dream as he's sacrificing his son Ismail, he called upon him and he informed him about what he saw. So Ismail positively accepted this and said, I'm ready, oh daddy, I'm ready for this, and you will find me among the patient people. So he got ready for this to be implemented, and also his daddy also got ready for this. So as he was preparing himself to slaughter him, to sacrifice him, he was called by Allah, by God, and heard about the voice telling him that you have already positively accepted the commandment from Allah, from your Lord. So he got and he received a sheep to be slaughtered, to be sacrificed instead of his son Ismail. So that's where we got this to sacrifice animals during this festive of Eid al-Adha. The message, we can actually have three key messages from this festive. One is total and dedication, submission from Ibrahim to the will of God, because he accepted something which was very hard for others, but for him he immediately accepted, and also he showed the total and dedicated obedience to Allah, to God. Secondly, the second message or lesson which can be learned from this is also dedication, that we have to have total obedience and dedicated obedience to our Lord, as we can also learn from Ibrahim alayhi salam. The second message is that we need to be ready for temptation, because as you are a believer, you can be tempted at any time. So you need to be patient, and when you are faithful, your faith also will require you to be patient, because patience is something which goes along with our faith in our daily life as Muslims.
Now, staying with religious matters, but this time focusing on education, the Archbishop of Kigali, Cardinal Antoine Kambanda, has stated that the Catholic Church will continue contributing to the development of education in Rwanda, emphasizing that every child must attend school. He made the remarks during the closing ceremony of the Catholic Education Week. The event took place at St. Aloy School in Rwamagana district within the Diocese of Chibungo, which hosted the national level celebration. This year's theme was the Church in providing holistic education for a capable and empowered child. The ceremony also served as a platform to showcase achievements made in education, especially in Catholic schools. Bishop Jean Bosco Ntagungira, who is also the president of the Education Commission in the Conference of Catholic Bishops of Rwanda, expressed the Church's desire to raise children who are well-mannered and respectful of God. Jean Mutoni, the Vice Mayor in charge of social affairs in Rwamagana, commended the Catholic Church for its role in shaping children's behavior and supporting their learning. Cardinal Kambanda reiterated the importance of ensuring that all children attend school and affirmed the Catholic Church's ongoing commitment to supporting education. The celebration also coincided with two major milestones: the 125th Jubilee of the Gospel's arrival in Rwanda, as well as the commemoration of 2,025 years since the incarnation of Jesus Christ. Now, the Rwanda Association of Local Government Authorities has held its 29th General Assembly, highlighting the role of local authorities in the implementation of the National Strategy for Transformation. That is the second phase of that initiative. William Evans Mutabazi with more.
Part of the resolutions of the 29th General Assembly of Rwanda Association of Local Government Authorities, which focus on the role of local authorities in the successful implementation of the second phase of the National Strategy for Transformation, local government leaders have committed themselves to ensuring that NST2 is implemented successfully.
Local governments present in the General Assembly of RALGA committed actually to own NST2, to own it and to work with the citizens to deliver on it. I think the main outcome of this General Assembly was the renewed commitment and understanding that it's not something that the central level does alone, but it is something actually that links to the district strategies and that actually has to trickle down through to everything that we do, including the interactions that we have with citizens day to day. Actually, interestingly, there were also reflections about the individual level, that actually even the leaders themselves individually, they have also to grow in all senses, because as we grow as citizens, then actually the country develops. So I think this was really eye-opening and very interesting conversations, and that led to tangible commitments.
During this 29th General Assembly, elections were also held to appoint new members of La Liga's Board of Directors. Dr. Odette Wizeye, who also serves as the chairperson of Rusizi District Council, was elected as the incoming chairperson. Dr. Odette, who will serve a 5-year term, shared some of her key priorities for the organization.
Rariga is an association for local government authorities and an important platform we have as local government to exchange ideas and share experiences on how best to improve government service delivery in our different districts. Our main objectives as an association are advocacy, information sharing with local authorities concerning government policies and programs, but also service delivery. As a team, what I think will be our priority is to continue making sure that people know about different government programs in different districts, but beyond them knowing about the programs, we shall make sure that they actually reach them too. This is because when we speak about prioritizing citizens, we mean going down to the last citizens, but also focus on their well-being to ensure that we continue having safe citizens and one with sustainable development.
The Liga's mission is to build the capacity of local government leaders in order to foster governance that drives national development. The association has committed to mobilizing and unifying local leaders to effectively implement major development projects outlined in NST2, especially those related to improving citizens' welfare. William Evans, RwandaTV News.
Thank you, William. Now, 60 families that were relocated from high-risk zones and have now spent nearly 2 years living at the Kaniga model village, in Gicumbi district, say the move not only saved their lives but has also helped them to save money they used to lose in various ways while still living in danger zones. The houses are well built and multi-story, and with durable materials. Rainwater from rooftops is harvested underground and used to support their farming activities. The Kaniga Model Village was built by the Green Gicumbi project and has to be, that is, climate resilient, and is located in Kaniga sector in the Morindi area. Now, potato farmers in Rwanda's northern province say that new potato seed variants named Cherechezo and Ndamira are proving to be a solution to both low yields and climate change challenges. When properly managed, these varied varieties can produce between 30 and 40 tons per hectare, a significant increase compared to traditional yields. The seeds were distributed through a partnership between the Rwanda Agriculture and Animal Resources Development Board and the Association for Strengthening Agricultural Research in Eastern and Central Africa.
You have seen for yourself the harvest. We are yet to do the actual measurements, but based on what we have seen with one plant, one potato plant yielding up to 15 tubers, yeah, they could barely hold them in their hand. We believe this is really good, and this is as a result of using certified seed. So the farmers, they learn by seeing. Yeah, if a variety is there, it's clean, they don't know the importance of using clean seed. But now they planted it in their own field, they manage the field themselves, yeah, as in spraying, weeding, and they have harvested themselves. And they have seen the bountiful harvest. So there's no much gospel you need. You now don't need to preach to them about the importance of using certified seed. They have seen the harvest, and we are sure this is going to drive more demand for using certified seed in their potato production. The new varieties, they were able to see how they are produced, and then we told them about the benefits of the new varieties. So some of the benefits is that they are high yielding. Oftentimes the farmers get like less than 10 tons per hectare, but with these new varieties they have potential to yield up to 30 tons per hectare. Wow. So when a variety when there is an increase in yield or productivity or production, and the variety also has other aspects like early maturing, we planted in February, we're already harvesting and this is
during last moments, laying hooks, giving away, making moves. Breakfast with family. Inyanje is always there. Whatever the occasion, whatever the moment, always ask for Inyanje.
Nyiri muto arababwiraga data bati ntabwo wagira umukamo mwinshi utunze inka imwe, ariko nigeze acika intege. Mama akinjira mu bucuruzi hari abamubwiraga bati ntabwo watera imbere udakorera mu iduka rigezweho, ariko ntibyamusubije inyuma, yakoranaga umwete. Njya muri kaminuza hari abanshidikanyagaho bavuga ko nashobora kaminuza naturuka mu muryango wifashije, ariko byaragiye nanditse amateka mashya. Igihe cyo gutera ishema umuryango wanjye kigeze, bamwe bakomeje kumbwira bati ntabwo watera umuryango wawe ibyishimo n'ishema, ariko narabishoboye. Hari abakekaga ko nasigira umurage ukomeye abankomokaho, ariko ubu mfite uruganda rutunganya amata. banki ya kigali yabaye umufatanyabikorwa wanjye mu rugendo rwose inzozi zanjye ziba impamo. Bigereho.
Welcome back. And now international news. India has inaugurated a major infrastructure milestone in Indian-administered Kashmir, a 270-kilometer railway line hailed as one of its most ambitious engineering achievements. Prime Minister Narendra Modi led the launch of the project, which features 36 tunnels and over 900 bridges, including the world's highest railway bridge towering over the Chenab River. The route is part of efforts to improve connectivity in the contested region. Al Jazeera with more.
30 meters taller than the Eiffel Tower. The world's highest railway bridge rises 359 meters above the Chenab River and is built to be impervious to natural disasters and bomb blasts. It's the culmination of decades of planning.
The Kashmir Valley has been connected to India's rail network. While describing Mother India, we have been saying the phrase Kashmir to Kanyakumari for a long time. This has now become a reality for the railway network as well.
The newly unveiled rail line links Indian-administered Kashmir's provincial capital of Srinagar to the city of Katra, where travelers undergo security checks before trains continue on to the capital New Delhi and other cities in northern India. The dream of linking India's southernmost tip with its northernmost territory is reported to date back more than a century. For millions of domestic and international tourists, the region's only land connection used to be a single road. Anash's journey from Srinagar would usually have taken up to 7 hours by car, but the rail line will halve that.
It
is a historic day. No one imagined that there would be railway connectivity in this region. Anyone can now travel to Srinagar. In the past, the only means for travel were aircraft, bus and taxi. It's going to boost tourism.
The region's vast agricultural industries could also benefit in the future, with reports that freight trains may be added to the commuter network. The railway runs up to the city of Baramulla, near the line of control dividing Indian and Pakistan-administered Kashmir. The region has seen increased tensions since New Delhi revoked the disputed Himalayan territory's semi-autonomous status in 2019. It's been about a month since the guns fell silent over the Kashmir Valley, after 4 days of fighting between India and Pakistan.
There are two neighbors India has with whom India doesn't have ideally good relationship. So there is a mobilization of army very often happening. So that would require that there is the easy movement of troops and ammunition.
Many people view the project as an engineering masterpiece, albeit in one of the most highly militarized regions of the world. Michael Apple, Al Jazeera.
The feud between Donald Trump and Elon Musk has drawn much attention globally, with many wondering how the two fell out. BBC now takes a look at how that actually happened.
What went wrong between Donald Trump and Elon Musk? After months of being close allies, the fallout between one of the world's most powerful men and the world's richest man has turned very public. Speaking in the Oval Office, Trump said,
Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we will anymore.
And Musk posted on X saying, without me, Trump would have lost the election. Such ingratitude. Musk also posted this on X. This led Trump to reply that Elon was going crazy, and he plans to sell his Tesla in the newest development. So when did the alliance begin to sour? Well, when Musk left the Department of Government Efficiency, better known as DOGE, he repeatedly slammed Trump's budget plan, calling it a disgusting abomination packed with wasteful spending. Trump suggested Musk's real gripe was over cuts to electric vehicle subsidies, a claim that Musk denies. Even Elon Musk's dad got involved.
It blew up over Elon's idea that there should be no payment to lawmakers in order to get their vote. So Elon is standing on principle.
The White House says the bill will strengthen the economy, but critics say it will add $2.4 trillion to national debt and leave millions without health cover. But what's fair to say is that the bromance between Musk and Trump is over.
Now, before we conclude this edition of the news, let us again take a look at the headlines. President Paul Kagame has met a delegation from Hope Haven Christian School. Rwandan Muslims have joined others globally in marking Eid al-Adha. And on the international scene, India has inaugurated a major infrastructure milestone in Indian-administered Kashmir. We've come to the end of the week, and I hope you had a great one. As the weekend begins, I hope you have an even better one. You'll be with William Evans and Tawazi, so be sure to join me. I'll be seeing you soon again on Monday. Goodbye.